everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I'll be going over the left-click mage setup. This setup is pretty overpowered as it's sort of a balance between berserker and mage, and you don't really have to choose one or commit to one, so it's really nice to be able to kind of do whichever one you're feeling. Yeah, it's going to cost a little bit of money, but it will definitely make you back if you grind some dungeons. But other than that, yeah, let's just get straight into it. So this video is going to be separated into 4 different parts: weapons, talismans, armor, and pets. I'll be listing what I use, but you could find other things to use that would be either cheaper or better or a mixture of both. First off, weapons. We're going to go with a mage weapon. You can use something like a spirit scepter or a frozen scythe like I have right here. You can use a livid dagger. I just bought this one off the auction house a few minutes ago. And you can use something like a flower of truth. Now I know this is only a poppy, but ignore that. Just act as if it was a flower of truth. Flower of truth does have a little bit more damage than the livid dagger, but the livid dagger gives you attack speed maxed, and you get your crit chance maxed. So it's kind of the better weapon in my opinion. Now, the mage weapon, of course, you can do the spirit scepter or your frozen scythe to main. I recommend the spirit scepter, but you know, you can choose whatever you'd like. Of course, if you're at a different stage in the game, then you should probably use something different. Like you can use a voodoo doll, and an ink wand is probably not your main weapon, but something like a dreadlord sword or a bonzo staff as your main if you don't have the money to afford these and you're earlier in the game. Next up, armor. The armor I use is just, well, regular mage armor. It is 2 necrotic pieces working towards 5-starring but don't have the wither essence. Necrotic shadow goggles, dark goggles, or wither goggles I think they're called, I don't know. The tier goggles that you can get, and either a zombie soldier chestplate or a zombie knight chestplate. This is going to be a bit more expensive, the legendary variant. Oh, lagging. I think I accidentally right-clicked on it, yep. But it does deal more damage. However, this gives more EHP. So it's really dependent on your stats right then, and if you need more EHP or more damage. Next up, talismans. Talismans are really simple for this. Of course, there are a lot of options for left-click mage. I just have all of mine on shaded because it's pretty easy to do so, and they give 2 overall buffs to stats. It's only like 1.5 mil to buy the reforge and apply it. So just get as many talismans as you can, obviously, and try to get them on shaded. Or if you can find a better combination of reforges, then use that as well. But I think shade is just the most simple and cost-effective one, so yeah. Next up, pets. So right here, as you can see, I have a sheep pet and a wither skeleton pet, and then all these other pets, but just ignore them. The pets you're going to want for left-click mage are either a sheep pet right here, wither skeleton pet like right here. You can have some more expensive pets, however, like an ender dragon, like a tier boosted epic one, or even a legendary one if you're that rich. Or you can have something like a legendary griffin. Nope, just griffin. Forgot. Griffin, like right here, which is much cheaper than the ender dragon pet, and is actually a bit better. So it's really just dependent on your budget. The wither skeleton's definitely the cheapest, then the sheep, then the griffin, and then the ender dragon. Some people say wither skeleton's better for floor 7. I'm not doing floor 7, but you know. But if you're doing floor 7, I think wither skeleton's the best because you take way less damage from wither mobs or something. I don't know. You deal more damage to them. I've never really done it, but if you have, then you probably could tell. And yeah, so just use whatever pet you can afford. And last but not least, reforges. So reforges for mage are pretty simple. Necrotic on armor, no matter what. Loving on the chestplate, no matter what. 5% more ability damage. It's just too good to not have. have this instead of loving. Plus, or have this instead of necrotic. Plus, it gives you a little bit of defense and intelligence and health, and it's just a good reforge. Next up, for I'm gonna change this soon. For weapons, you're gonna want to have heroic for intelligence, or like on here I have heroic, or you could have, I believe, withered if you're a high catacombs level, or fabled if you're a lower one and wanna get into dungeons really quick. So just depends, either withered or fabled for your damage ones, and heroic for your mage weapons. And a side note, you're obviously going to want to have a bow, a zombie sword, whether it be the first, second, or third tier, the second tier, AOTE, maybe some other mage weapons, and some super boom TNT. So that just about concludes the left click mage setup. I'll have a run of me playing left click mage in the end, but if you don't want to watch that, then, well, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.